in a scary moment as we went to commercial. Sophie Cunningham hit the floor hard and Sophie Cunningham, oh man, I got to tell you, this victory, it came with a big price.
Sophie Cunningham has been somebody, she has been the glue of this team since Caitlin has been out.
Sophie Cunningham was flat out targeted by a dirty player.
The controversy surrounding Sophie Cunningham has taken a darker turn. What started as fines for speaking out against referees has now spiraled into something bigger, something that feels less like discipline and more like targeted harassment on the court. And the question WNBA fans are asking is simple. Are the refs protecting players, or are they putting them in danger? Before we dive deeper, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update on stories shaking up the WNBA. Cunningham's latest clash with the league came during Sunday's overtime win against the Connecticut Sun. It should have been a celebration, a gritty fever win without Caitlin Clark in the lineup. Instead, it turned into a nightmare when Sun guard Bria Hartley collided with Cunningham in the second quarter. Hartley was dribbling at full pace, trying to whip a pass around Kelsey Mitchell. The ball was long gone, yet her momentum carried straight through Cunningham, knocking her to the floor.
This is the play that just occurred.
That's like she tries to slide over right there, and Hartley just kind of falls and makes collision with that lower leg. You see her immediately grab it.
What followed was painful to watch. Cunningham clutched her knee in agony, medics rushing to her side before she was helped to the locker room, unable to walk on her own.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what it was at first when I saw her went down, so let's break down the play. So as you can see here, Bria Hartley is going baseline, Kelsey Mitchell is guarding her, and then Sophie comes over to help, and then Bria Hartley falls on her leg, and Sophie immediately grabs like her shin area. It is ironic because Bria Hartley has been in multiple scuffles this year with the Connecticut Sun. A lot of people would categorize her as a dirty player.
The injury is serious enough that she's scheduled for an MRI, and until results come in, her future in the Fever's season remains in question. For a team already without Caitlin Clark, this blow could not come at a worse time. But the injury wasn't just another unfortunate accident, at least not in the eyes of Cunningham's family.
But Bria Hartley has had dirty plays all season. But you got to know who we're talking about. Bria Hartley is the same girl. Bria Hartley is the same woman that pulled Angel Reese out of there by her ponytail.
Both her mother, Paula, and sister Lindsay took to social media to blast WNBA officiating and Hartley's reckless play. Lindsay went after the league directly, posting, "Maybe you should focus less on finding players for commenting on poor officiating and more about hiring officials who can protect your athletes." Pathetic. That frustration traces back to Cunningham's own recent fines, handed down by the league after she criticized officiating on her podcast. Paula, meanwhile, went after Hartley herself, calling her a disgruntled player, plain mean, and out of control. And if you look at Hartley's recent track record, the criticism feels pointed. She had just been ejected in the Suns' previous game and was caught pulling Angel Reese's hair in another heated incident. This wasn't an isolated collision, it's part of a growing pattern. Even Fever coach Stephanie White admitted her gut reaction to Cunningham's fall was fear. "Holy sheesh," she said after the game. Especially the way she fell, how much pain she was in. At the time, it's like, crap.
I'm so proud of you guys. Sometimes it sounds like just a word when we talk about being resilient, but it's not, man. It's how we live. Like, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. And
all of this feeds into a larger problem. Fans have already been vocal all season about questionable officiating in the WNBA.
I don't know, the standards at this point for the refereeing, we've talked about it a million times. I feel like a broken record. I don't want to keep having to say this, but with all of the injuries that we are seeing and the wear and tear that we're seeing on these players' body, something needs to be done.
From missed calls to inconsistent whistles to players not being protected. And when one of the league's most outspoken players gets fined for speaking up, only to then suffer an injury on a questionable collision, it raises a chilling concern. Has officiating crossed the line from incompetence to a threat to the integrity of the game? The Fever may have pulled off the win, but the cost is heavy. Cunningham's MRI will tell the next chapter of this story. But one thing is clear, until officiating improves and players feel protected, the WNBA is facing a credibility crisis. Do you think Sophie Cunningham is being targeted by referees, or is this just the unfortunate side of a physical game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest stories shaking the league.